Title: The Unseen Strength of Ethan Gray. In the quiet town of Willowbrook, Ethan Gray was known as the man who walked with his eyes fixed on the ground. Shyness clung to him like a second skin, a trait born from years of being the quiet boy raised by a single mother after his father's abrupt departure. His voice often faltered in conversation, and his attempts to speak to women, like Clara, the bakery owner's daughter, whom he secretly admired, ended in blushed cheeks and nervous stutters. Girls giggled behind their hands when he fumbled his words at the summer fair, and boys mimicked his timid posture. Ethan the Echo, they called him, someone who only spoke when spoken to. But life has a way of carving confidence from necessity. When Ethan's mother fell ill, the weight of her medical bills and the crumbling roof of their cottage forced him to shed his reticence. He took a second job at the town's lumberyard, hauling planks under the foreman's critical eye. Calluses replaced soft palms, and exhaustion became his nightly companion. One evening, after a missed payment notice arrived, he mustered the courage to approach Clara's father, Mr. Hale, for a loan. His voice trembled, but he stood firm, outlining a plan to repay every penny. Mr. Hale agreed, but not without a skeptical smirk. Months passed. Ethan's quiet diligence at the lumberyard caught the foreman's attention, and he was promoted to managing shipments. He learned to negotiate with suppliers, his once shaky voice steadying as he defended fair prices. When a greedy contractor tried to shortchange the workers, Ethan spoke up, a calm, unyielding force. The men rallied behind him, and the town took notice. Then came the flood. Torrential rains swelled the river, threatening Willowbrook's lower homes. Ethan organized volunteers, coordinating sandbag lines and rescues. Clara, now a nurse, worked beside him, tending to the injured. When a child was trapped in a collapsing barn, Ethan charged in without hesitation, emerging mud-streaked and breathless, but victorious. The crowd erupted in cheers, Clara's eyes wide with newfound respect. By spring, Ethan had repaid his debt and rebuilt his mother's home. The same women who'd once laughed at him now sought his counsel, widows needing repairs, young mothers advocating for a safer park. Clara, no longer distant, asked him to the harvest dance. He accepted, this time meeting her gaze without hesitation. At the town's centennial celebration, Mayor Briggs praised Ethan as a man of quiet strength and unshakable integrity. The applause was thunderous, but Ethan's pride lay deeper. He'd learned that confidence wasn't the absence of fear, but the choice to act despite it. And in that choice, he'd found not just respect, but himself. Years later, as he rocked on his porch with Clara, their children playing in the yard, Ethan smiled. The shy boy was still there, but he'd made room for the man, the one who'd turned life's pressures into stepping stones, and in doing so, became the heartbeat of the town he loved. The end.